Hello, we're here to do a reading for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Mutual Energy Check. Thank you for joining us, and if you're new or returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are a growing channel, and if the messages are resonating or helping you, go ahead and interact with the page so it can reach others, so that it may help them as well. We're going to get started with oracle cards for the counterparts. Get an oracle card for the masculine. Release your inner rebel. Be yourself and create your own universe. It's asking masculine, or saying that masculine is being a rebel right now, rebelling against things. Time for a change with the 5 and those butterflies. Here, 23 breaking down to a 5. Masculine may be rebelling against old ways and creating his own universe here. Make space. Let's get an oracle card for the mutual energy. Live in this world as a dreamer, create a future paradise. So just being in a dreamlike state, creating, the ideals or theories in your head, making them come true, the dreams in your head come true, and create your future paradise. Like, what we're working on in this life is for our future. We're not really living for the moment, we're living for the future. So everything we do today affects our tomorrow, and you dream up the possibilities of your tomorrows. So just kind of keep that in mind as you kind of keep building whatever you're working on, whatever you're guiding for. I'm getting 8 of Pentacles energy with that, like whatever you're crafting, whatever you're developing, whatever you're working on is for the future. So just kind of keep that in mind, the things that you're building and dreaming up. Let's get one final oracle card for the feminine. This one came out first. It says, have the courage to be free. Know that freedom begins where desire ends. It's like stop desiring something and set yourself free from those desires. Actually go after them, chase them down, work on them, build on them. Again, going back to the dreamer, it's kind of saying on both aspects to live as though you get what you want. You're creating the universe that you want. You're being free and not desiring something, but actually chasing them down, or not necessarily, I hate the word chasing, taking action towards them, taking those necessary steps to building those things, built brick by brick, and set yourself free from actually just, I wish. A wish is just a wish, unless there's action and motivation put behind that. So this here wanted to come out with that. It says, recognize despair as an opportunity. Within you, you will find the gift of awakening. So it's like you kind of setting yourself free from that energy of despair. Not only just wanting something, but just going towards it, being free from the shackles of just that want. So let's talk about it. All right, masculine, how we feeling today? It's like you're observing. You're looking at things a little different. Trying to figure out something. Quite curious about creating something new. feel like it's something that you rejected in the past. Yeah, past rejection. 4 cups, 6 cups. Yeah, you rejected working on it. But now you want to work on it. You slowly creeping towards it. Slowly taking action. Slowly moving towards it. So let's see. You're rebelling though. It's time for a change. Let's see. What else, masculine? How are we feeling today? Got the sun. I think you're kind of figuring out what needs to be healed. What needs to be put in a form or a sense of recuperation. What needs, it's like you see things clearer. And you have the Ace of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles, and it's like you want a new beginning with someone who's independent, solid, stable, secure on their own. Somebody that doesn't really depend on much, more butterfly energy. Somebody who's changed for the better and is more abundant, standing in their own security, in their own sense of stability. And it's like you may want to be the same, you know that you're not quite the same. You see that part in you needs to be healed. You need to develop some self-love, self-care within oneself, as well as become more independent and more secure on your own. It's just going to take time for things to develop and grow. And even still, if you're looking at somebody in that manner, it could be both. It could be one way or the other, like you needing more self-love, self-care, and being a little bit more independent. Or you want to offer your cup of love to someone who is stable, secure, and independent. Yeah, you hold a lot of love. You hold a lot of emotions. You may be holding it back. You may be resisting it. Look at that connection. Strong connection. You're looking at this. You're having strong desire. You're being very pulled and drawn to that energy. Like I said, I think you feel, you know very clearly about what needs to be healed. You're actually happy to do so. And you may be seeing this person as wanting to give them your cup of love, wanting to come towards them and give it to them, but you may also be seeing that part of you needs to be healed to where you are more independent, more secure, because you do feel heavily towards this person, whoever this is for you. Let's see, masculine, what else? 10 of Pentacles. You see long term. You see something that can withstand the test of time. Let's see, 8 of Cups. Hold on one moment. So you have a 10 of Pentacles that you want to turn your back on, but then there's a sense of confusion. You need to check how you truly feel about doing so, masculine. But you also feel that you did walk away from something that was, long-standing and could withstand the test of time because you were confused. So there's a couple different ways that you can look at that, and you can apply it how it fits for yourself. But things are starting to turn around for you for the better. Yeah, you're choosing the path to have a new beginning and reconcile. I think this is coming out very clearly here for you, masculine. the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Wands. You're choosing the path to again plant that seed, have start anew, reconcile, and take control. There you are, right there. Masculine. Yeah, taking action, showing how you feel, opening up, following your heart, wanting to apologize. Like I said, it was something that apologize for setting up boundaries, blocking one out, being guarded, being defensive, breaking somebody's heart, making head over heart decisions, rejecting, being cold, analytical, judgmental. Yeah, you want to balance it out and deliver your truth. That's 3 aces right there. So I just split the deck on the Two of Cups. You see somebody as your equal. So again, I think you're starting to rebel. You're trying to change what you already. I think this is more of a changed mind. Be yourself and create your own universe. I think it's more of a changed mind from what you've already set place, what you've already had established and set for a long time. Something complete, something solid, right? Alright, let's get for feminine. You're weighing your options here. Scooch back just a little bit. Alright, Two of Pentacles. Juggling, trying to find a balance, weighing options in order to make a judgment call. You're looking at things, kind of going back and forth on judgments. You may have already made a judgment call on some things. Yeah, to abandon something, to leave something out in the cold, but with it coming out sideways, I feel like you're not quite sure about doing so just yet. There's an Empress. When there's an Emperor, there's an Empress. You guys, I'm going to say this again. I know I probably keep saying it, but these masculines and these feminines are getting closer and closer together as we shuffle, as we do these readings. Where one is, they're not too far behind. The other is not too far behind. So we had the masculine underneath the deck, and now we have the feminine coming out. It's like abandoning what you were giving life to, what you were nurturing, what you were trying to bring life, bring into fruition. You feel like there was an end to your dreams, to your wishes. Being successful, like it kind of closed out, and it happened quite quickly. So you had to take care of yourself and just move forward, overcome any challenges or obstacles that came about, because you felt like whatever the relationship was toxic. It wasn't. May have been dealing with a Capricorn or a Taurus here. Maybe feeling like that was very toxic. Feeling like the union had to be resisted, held back from, looked from a different angle. There was deception. There was betrayal. There was ego. So you decided to temper that and move on to calmer waters. Follow your heart. Let the chips fall where they may, and just build from scratch to a new cycle. Move in silence, and just focus on your work. Block out the BS. But you're still kind of juggling the fact, because I feel like you feel the tug of this masculine over here. Let's see. Feel like the masculine has been gaining wisdom and insight since you were holding back. It kind of threw him into a hermit energy to where he needed to reflect, shine some light in the dark corners of the internal world. That is him, Let's see. What else for feminine? Yeah, you had to be strong. You had to be courageous. Because you saw the truth. You had no choice but to cut ties and set yourself free. It's like you saw the truth. You saw things from a higher perspective. You started to manifest what your heart truly wanted. Again, letting the chips fall as where they fall. Even though you miss somebody, you have to focus on your work and um, work. But I get a sense of working behind the scenes on your 10 of cups of what actually truly fulfills you. Doing the things that actually call in what you desire, and then now you're just kind of waiting for your ships to come in. I feel a sense of resisting any type of temptation that came through the communication, right? Still taking care of yourself, nurture yourself, because again of the dishonesty and the betrayal that took place. Again, having to boss up and make a tough call, take more integral action in this relationship. So this relationship can actually move to a different cycle away from those negative energies that were kind of consuming the relationship. A lot of the times it's like, hey, I want this to be better, and it's like you keep saying that that's what you want, but you don't actually take any actions. Yeah, you took impulsive action to go ahead and temper yourself, let things kind of flow as they were. Like I said, if things weren't working out, things were toxic, that's fine. Let them be toxic, but I know how to resist that toxic energy and move away from it as well. Yeah, I know how to protect myself away from that crap. Have the courage to be free. So even if you say, hey, this is what I'm feeling like the relationship got so toxic, the energy around you, feminine, got so toxic, you had to detach yourself from it. You had to hold yourself back from it. You had to have the willpower to stand in your truth, like, this isn't good for me. And then you had to take swift action and say, hey, I'm gonna need some good time for myself, and I'm gonna need some nurturing energy. I need to abandon the situation. I'm weighing my options. I'm trying to figure out how to make call judgment on this situation, but I need to make it correctly. So I'm not sure what judgment call I do need to make at this point, but I do know that it is not the best for me. And in this circumstance, feminine, I do feel a sense of wanting to get better. So you having to show that this isn't going to work at all, so I'm out. If it's not going to get any better, I'm out. And that's the judgment. It's like, hey, do I stay out? Do I leave it in the cold? But is there a change? So that there's that question that needs to be posed before actually making the judgment call. Can you answer that? Has anything changed? Do you see anything improved upon? Do you still feel the toxicity? Do you feel like you're just still desiring something that's not present? And do you need to take action to go get it? Do you need to set yourself free from desiring something better when you're in something so convoluted? Okay. Yeah. You have to sneak away to go manifest something, bring something else into fruition. An emperor, bring forth the emperor. And if you feel like masculine is actually having a hard time moving forward, maybe even struggling, rejecting his feelings, taking a leap of faith, taking a risk by being stuck in his head, but here's the thing. I think that masculine is getting downloads while spending a long time gaining that wisdom, insight, but still needing to be blocked out because it's not going to do anything but bring heartbreak, even though it is a new beginning, and reconciliation is something that you want. It does have the potential to grow, but only if you are patient, Three of Wands, and wait for things to come in as you actually want them to. Okay? Don't accept less than what you actually want. Stand in your power. Keep your guards up. Understand that you don't have to accept less than what you actually want. Set yourself free. Have the courage to be free from just wanting something. You sit there and you say, okay, well, I want something, yada, 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 but I don't want to wait for it to grow, right? Or get better or improve. So you accept the first thing that you're offered, and you don't just snatch any old thing, right? So you take your time, and you only accept that of which you actually do like, okay? It says, live in the world as an inner dreamer. Wait for return on investment. Even though you can't quite see any growth, and even though you can't see the return as of yet, it's still in progress, okay? It's like trying to figure out which way to go while you're waiting, what to do while you're waiting. And it's like you're getting downloads. You both are getting downloads on how to bring forth your stability, bring forth a sense of security. There is a sense of nervousness while waiting, but still keep moving forward, even though things it feels like things are maturing or beginning to grow, beginning to level up. See, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, it means a proposal. It means something being presented. But in reverse, I always get a sense of maturity, a level up. It's not quite there. It hasn't quite bloomed. It hasn't quite presented itself yet. But still, it doesn't mean you're not moving forward. I get there is growth, there is maturity. If you just cut your grass, don't expect it to look all bushy and fluffy. Expect your grass to look trim and cut. It's still growth happening underneath the surface. Stability is the foundation is being laid, and things are being balanced out. After a painful ending, things are slowly progressing. Even though you can't see it, think that it's hidden, just continue to do your work behind the scenes. Wait for things to come in that you actually want. Stay hopeful. Stay positive. Have a gleam of hope that things will actually turn out successful. Keep your mind on what you actually desire. Keep your mind on the positive side, hopeful, optimistic. Watch as things overcome what you've been through. Watch as things evolve. All you gotta do is use your discernment. Even after the tower moment, you move through any obstacles, any challenges, any heaviness, any fears. It's like you both are doing this in silence, but you just gotta kind of keep a positive mindset. Be hopeful on what you're trying to accomplish. Be hopeful that things will turn into a success. And those things that we focus on and bring about, they actually come about. If you constantly focus on the tower moment, if you constantly focus on the painful ending, you constantly focus on what isn't or what wasn't, you're going to keep bringing that back up. So just kind of keep that mindset as clear as possible. Let's get a few more for mutual energy. Page of Cups. Both are a little emotionally nervous. maybe even emotionally underdeveloped at this time, maybe don't have much to give on an emotional level, but you guys are open to communication, open to being fair, open to being logical about the situation at this time. It's like you, Page of Cups, nervous about even communicating, but yes, we have Queen of Swords being fair and open to communication, not getting emotionally involved either. So it's like, yeah, I'm seeing things from a a higher perspective, a higher understanding, like using your higher self, your inner knowing, your beliefs, your inner self, your true self, guiding you to reconciliation and a new beginning. Again, after a tower moment, you may not be speaking, but you're willing to reciprocate and give equally to the situation, because ego is still present and we're trying to move into a new cycle. Once that subsides and you guys stop trying to exert your control here, we'll get to the Two of Cups and the bottom of the reason why the heartbreak and pain kind of came about. But again, truth and clarity is always hard to come by these days, so it's time, patience, and a little effort of oneself seeing and trying to believe the truth. I heard that the heartbreak was a two-way street, and you both need to equally give and work together. Six of Coins, Three of Coins. Give equally. Both of you need to give. Working together equals success. It doesn't come without its risk. It doesn't come without its challenges or possible threats, but it still comes when you give equally. Clarifying the sun. Amen. Gaining a different perspective. You see things clearly. Light has been shown. You're reflecting on the past. You've been thinking on the past, and it's like you're weighing your options as well. Mirroring energy now with the Two of Pentacles to feminine. Trying to figure out how or what to work on. It's like you're trying to shine some light on what needs to be healed, what needs to be put to rest. Clarify the Four of Swords. Yeah. You may be reflecting while there is a break. Getting a different perspective on the past, thinking about how you feel, thinking about how you do want to collaborate, work together, and be a team with your Empress. That's the Empress, the big queen. Ooh. It's like you do want to collaborate, you do want to work together and have a new beginning. It was you're heartbroken, masculine, and you're just sitting there watching, daydreaming about moving forward. It's like you want to, but you're not taking action. You're kind of sitting there observing, watching, missing someone, thinking about how you feel, kind of wanting to get things going, but not quite doing it. Why is that, though? Is it ego? Is it pride? Is it hurt feelings? Is it past mistakes? Past behaviors? Right? Clarify the Ace of Cups. Ace of Baskets in reverse. You feel like there can't be. You have to take care of yourself because you feel like there's been a lack of self-care for yourself, a lack of taking care of yourself. You feel like you haven't been on your self-love vibe, you know? And it's like things were moving too fast, so you decided to wait, temper the situation, even though it sabotaged the connection. But you feel like you're committed to this Empress. Yeah, you're committed to being with your Empress as the Emperor. Why is it though? Let's see. Clarify the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups again. That one. See, the High Priestess wanted to come out. Five of Baskets. No, because you're disappointed. Past disappointments, regrets. The Devil was underneath the deck. Yeah, I think you're thinking about the past and what you did, how you behaved, how toxic things were. The negativity, the things that's kind of keeping you stuck and bound. Okay, so it's saying, you need to just be yourself in this situation because at the end of the day, that was the past. And again, it's asking you to rebel against that, rebel against, certain things. It's time for a transformation. Okay, that was the past. That's where you were. That's who you were. Is that you now? No, be yourself. It says be yourself and create your own universe. If that's not who you are now, show up as that who you are. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, clarifying that is your Empress. So that was him wanting to offer that to his Empress. What about the Nine of Pentacles? Maybe being blocked communicatively. So moving in silence to a new cycle. May feel like your feminine is guarded, defensive, starting a new cycle, not really saying much. Maybe even taking action towards a new connection. But I feel like you're being patient. Patient to figure that out. It's like you can't quite see what she's doing. King of Cups, clarified by the Mother of Coins. Again, needing a little self-care, self-love. Because there's a sense of lack by serving other people, by doing too much, feeling caught in the middle of people arguing, doing for others, not really getting anything, kind of standing in between people arguing, serving so many people, right? It's like you're starting to get downloads that you also need to move in silence to get to a new cycle. Make your head over heart decisions at this point. Let's clarify the Lovers. Like you hold a lot of love, you're just resisting it, you're holding it back. Because I think that's more on a self-love thing here. Yeah, you want to commit to this connection, you want to invest, you feel, honestly, I feel like you feel more secure and stable within this connection than outside of it. Yeah. But you're still kind of heartbroken. You're trying to take control after a Tower moment. Because that's what you truly love. That's what makes you fulfilled. And again, being patient, waiting for things to balance out and turn around. It's like you're missing certain opportunities to heal. The betrayal that took place. You spending time alone, doing what you want, waiting for things to grow, taking this break to indulge yourself and stabilize. I think it's more of a becoming more stable and laying a foundation for you to move on to calmer waters. In the meantime, you're kind of just watching and observing until you get there. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. That's what I want to know. The Death card wanted to come out. May have ended a Ten of Pentacles in a situation, a family situation. Yeah, you had to abandon it. Five of Swords. Yeah, you felt left out and confused all the while, again, doing for others. Clarify the Eight of Cups. What was the Eight of Cups? You had to walk away in order to get what you want, to do what you desire to do. It's like you had to walk away to get more information. Feel like to get some type of clarity. What was the confusion about? You got Seven of Cups twice out here. Tower. Things closed. Healing after a Tower moment. One more. Healing the people pleasing. Why were you so intent on doing for others and being so helpful, being that one person that everybody, received from, but you needed to recuperate? And I just noticed the King and Queen of Coins here. So were you in a marriage and you felt like you were doing more, or just even in the family that you were surrounded by, you felt like you were doing more than receiving, and it left you heartbroken? It's like you have a lot of love, you have a lot of care, but at some point it felt like it was too much. You needed to move away from that in a quick manner. It's like you quickly started to hold your emotions back, your feelings back. And that goes back to why you sabotage the connection as well. So you can't. I will say this, masculine. You can hold your feelings back in certain ways. You can't remove them entirely. And if you were trying to build a relationship with, whether it be your feminine or anyone, if you were trying to build a relationship, holding back emotions is probably the quickest way to sabotage any relationship. Now, it depends on how long you were doing it and how drastic you did it, because it does seem like it was a quick pullback. So just be careful on how you draw back or step back emotionally. Not saying that it's not good to do it. It is healthy to do it every once in a while. It's not to do it to pull the rug from underneath somebody. It's not to do it when it's not a conversation had as well. So just be mindful of the tact involved in that method. Weighing options, trying to overcome the battles, the feeling abused, feeling taken advantage of, feeling you need to stand up for your beliefs, feeling you need to protect what has been before you. And it's like you're kind of just waiting for things to come in to you as far as insight, wisdom. Again, Three of Wands, Hermit, Knight of Swords, High Priestess, New Cycle. It's like you're thinking more clearly, you're taking action, you're doing things behind the scenes, you're waiting for some type of insight to come in. It's like you're developing more mental clarity and sharpness. Yeah. I feel like you emotionally matured as well. This wanted to come out sideways, partially reversed, but it came out like that. So I'm going to say the death card, judgment call, wanting to close something, wanting to end something, wanting to change and transform, wanting to reconcile, feeling like things are too heavy, too difficult to even take action towards. Again, going back to setting yourself free, taking a risk. I feel like you want things to come back better. You want things to change. You don't mind reconciliation, but we're going to have to create something new out of this heaviness that we just endured. We have to move with a lot more integrity, a lot more drive and awareness and direction of where we're going. Reciprocate so we can both be happy and be successful. But then there's a fear about it's a fear surrounding your independence and moving with caution, because it's like you kind of don't want your independence, your ability to be free and independent, to be hindered. Or even brought to a stop, but you're still willing to move forward with the connection, the Chariot, with the Two of Cups. So you're making a hard decision, a hard call here. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Clarifying the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you feel left out in the cold. You feel as though it's something that can last, that can, leave a legacy, or something that's considered as family. Clarify the Five of Pentacles once more. Yeah. And it's like you are very happy with it. You're very clear on it. You see that very clearly. You see the success within it. It's just not there yet. Empress. Spending time alone, gaining wisdom, gaining insight. Clarify the Strength. Holding back, even though you feel like it's your Ten of Cups. And you need to move, you're trying to move away from it. You're trying to move the calmer waters. Honestly, you're trying to reveal. You want something to be revealed of why there was a walking away. You want the truth. Why there was a holding back by your masculine. And you're trying to bring that in too. There's your Magician twice. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Yeah, the in and out sabotages connection. You know that being impulsive sabotages connection, doing things behind the scenes for this connection. The dishonesty made you hold back. And it's kind of like you know that too. You know that, but I think you want to hear it from your masculine. Temperance, you set yourself free. Set yourself free from the inconsistency. Knight of Wands again. Well, Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Yeah. You have to follow your heart. Because the mind games were abundantly clear, and you took it upon your higher self to make moves. Just keep your eye open for a new beginning. It's like you're watching for that new beginning to come in. You're sitting there resting, head behind your head, waiting to choose a path. You're not. I don't feel like you're in a rush to make any decisions, though. I get a sense of waiting and see. Yeah. Meanwhile, you're manifesting on your own. You're working on your own manifestations. You're working on your own dreams and desires. Even though there's a sense of anxiety surrounding taking that type of action, you're still kind of juggling with the thought of, holding back emotionally and concealing your feelings as well, because it's kind of like you're thinking about that while you're working, and that's probably not the best thing. It's going to cause conflict for you as well. Do some grounding exercises. Do things that bring you mental clarity. Sitting outside, connecting with nature, sunlight, writing your thoughts out in a journal. It's like things are on the way, and I'm sorry I jumped, but yeah, writing your thoughts down will get that out of your head, kind of organize your thoughts, organize what you're feeling, process them. If you have to, do a T-chart with good feelings, bad feelings, and figure that out. But organize your thoughts and just get them down in the midst of your manifestations. That way you won't have brain fog. To clarify the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Garden, which is a new cycle here with the Ace of Wands. It's kind of hidden, kind of not quite seen. Something happening beneath the surface. And you guys are definitely overthinking about putting in the work and making a judgment call for this new cycle to actually come about. Yeah, there it is. It's like the new cycle is being judged right now, not like definitely making tough calls and tough decisions at this point. Maybe even needing to meditate on it just to get some more clarity on that. Clarify the Two of Wands. Clarifying the Two of Wands. Yeah. At a crossroads, feeling the heaviness of feeling weighed down, feeling like you have a lot on your plate, guarded, defensive, setting boundaries. Clarify the Knight of Swords, King of Wands, sideways, not quite taking action, not quite sure when to move and when not to. I feel, but again, some strength and courage, having willpower, having strength to do so. I think it has something to do with not having much strength or energy to do so, to take action. There it is right there. I get with the pairing of the King of Pentacles and the Devil, I get a lot of Capricorn energy. But this could just be the toxicity again, trying to maintain your stability, trying to be more secure. But yeah, we still have the Devil popping up. What's the Devil? Being stuck and bound, frozen in fears, which is creating blockages, conflict in your manifestation. You're having conflict moving forward from the ending. Trying to figure out how to move forward, how to progress beyond that. Cautiously moving forward to success, moving caution here. Yeah. Because I think the ending took both of you out. It laid some people down. Yeah, you had to surrender. You had to bring things to a close. What's the page? But you still need to move away from that. You still need to move forward. You need to surrender it and move forward. You can't continue to dwell on an ending. You can't continue to dwell on the pain that took place, the backstab, the betrayals, the nasty close of things. It can't continue to be in the forethought. In order for progress to be made naturally, you have to naturally get to a point where that no longer affects you. It's gonna hurt. Things are gonna hurt. Things are gonna break. Things are gonna fall. Yes, you had a car accident. Yes, you totaled your car. Yes, it financially set you back. Yes, you gotta go through the process of finding another car and starting all the way over with payments. But yes, you have to move on from that. Okay. You guys are nervous about making the decision and trying to exert your control here. Communicating on a small level, maybe even hiding that you're looking into each other. That's too many. Using your discernment, trying to figure out how to come back together and reconcile. Just waiting for your ships to come in. Let's get some Kipper before we close this out. Alright, for masculine. As a repeat from the original message, making a judgment to change, and actually doing the hard work. I think a lot of this is a self-care, self-awareness, self-love, energy that he's putting into himself. The Ace of Cups in reverse, that does not need to be a new beginning in love, even though I want it. Internally, I have some things I need to fix. People please. I need to heal from an ending, something that came crashing down on me. There needs to be a change. I need to fix myself, right? Message of concern, again, that's that proceed with caution. Privileged lady, taking care of oneself, being concerned about being taken care of. And then great fortune, being or getting what you want. Getting what you want and being taken care of. You guys are concerned about that, but I feel like there is going to be sudden wealth and a change that takes place. So let's go to feminine. This person hiding behind a mask. Mature woman. And community. And we got mature man underneath the deck. I think you feel feminine that after all of that hiding and concealing your actual maturity, it's something about the community. It's not clicking. I feel like it's separate. It's like you need to appear as a mature man and mature woman, even to the outside public, even though you're trying to bring all of this together. You're trying to set yourself free. Yeah, it's like you guys need to sit down and have a conversation. Because you're kind of keeping yourself stuck. But that's pretty much all I have for you. Let me know if this resonates. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye. See you guys later.